This will be the time that the priest will come up and state the registry. La Yasha'Allah. Amajim, which means to stand, or Panyahak with gum and face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The east is this way: Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'a, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lathandanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'a Nawa, Banasayawan, Abor, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Babakusha, Nathundanawa, Hakak, Larapa'a, Chamakala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamadazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayim, Hamathim, Hakak, Al-Rahawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashim Yahawashah, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahawashah, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, All Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Aizarya, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalika, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yagashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makaurai, Yashamor, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Taza'afka, Wubawa'aka, Maitha, Wa'aid, Iwalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh. So like my help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in this time forth, and from this time forth, and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al damayalaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, awayabyaka, yahama yawan, woman shanayaka, nasha'awa, ra'ash, al aimaka, ya'ira yabwa, sawai, wayaka ya'ai tazawa, Altas of Pawanyaka, Amorwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoria, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Audika, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamailayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabor, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashath, Am Yashabya, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zavawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Shayathamwa, it's like it, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Narayamawa, Ka'irab, Wakazahaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazalmanai, Kaul, Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amorwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awath, Amorwa. It's like Na'awath, Amorwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shagathamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, the Lahat, Haryam, Khan, the Radatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasawapatka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ayya, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Ka, La Rapaza, Aman. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them, as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeed, yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Ramuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Mayaka Allah, wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawatyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kodazayanyam, Ha Kayayalyam, wa Agwafyam, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water on month. In the English, bless you Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and Michael and the angel, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. We're going to do bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wahaba Yafsaparim, Barak, Raba'ah, Magan, Hagan, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water on month. What we just said in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabian, which means we can all be seated. Shalom, Israel, with the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group nor any other Christian organization. All right, so what we're going to do? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these scriptures. We left off in Joshua. Right, we left off in Joshua. Let's get Joshua chapter. We're going to start at verse 15 in the Lashon Kodash, or in the Hebrew, Salaki. Joshua chapter 6, verse 15. Wa Yahaya Bayawam Hashabayaya. It's like a Hashabayaya. what shakam, what yashakamwa, ka'alwa, hashamak, it's like it, hashakar, what yasabwa, ha'ayar, kamash, kamashapat, mashapat, kamashapat, hazah, shabai, ma'ayin, it's like it, pa'anyum, rak, bayawam, ha'hawa'a, sababwa, ha'ayar, shabai, ma'ay, it's like it, pa'anyum. Verse 16, where Yahaya, but it's like it, but pa'ayim, ha'shaba ya'ayith, to the Kwa'aiwa, ha'kahanyum, but it's like it, but shawaparwa, where Ya'amar, Yahawshai, al ha'ayim, hara ya'aywa, it's like it, hara ya'aywa, kaya, Nathan, Yahawah lakam, ha'ayar. Verse 17, where Yahaya, where Yahayatha, it's like it, where Yahayatha, ha'ayar, haram, haya'a, bakal, ashar, mba, la Yahawah, rak, wakab, hazawan, it's like a hazawana, hazawana, the Chaya, Haya, Wakal, Ashar, Afa, Babayat, Kaya, Hachaba'ath, it's like Hachaba'atha, Hama Alak, it's like it, Mala'akim, Mala'akim, Ashar, Shalaknawa, verse 18, Barak, Atham, Shamarwa, Man, Hacharam, Han, the Charyama Mawa Charyam, it's like it Charyam wa the Charyam wala Khwathma wala Khathma Man Haharam Washamathma Af Machana Yasha'ala Lacharam it's like it wa Ikartham Awafwa. Verse 19. Wakal Kasap was Ahab, Wakahal, it's like it. Wakalya, Nakhashaf, Barazal, Barazal, Kwadash, Hawa'a, La Yahawa, Awatazar, Yahawa, Yabawa'a. Verse 20. Wayarai, Ha'aim, Wayathakuai, Shapar, Bats like it, Bashapara, Wayahaya, Kashamai, like not Kashamai, Kashamai, Ha'aim Ap, Kawal, Hashawapar, Area Iowa, Ha'aim, the Iowa, it's like it, the Wa'aya, Gadawala, what the power, ha Hawama, the Khafya, it's like it, the Khafya, Waya'al, Ha'ain, Ayar, it's like it, her Ayara, Ayash, Nagadwa, where you lakad, it's like it, where you lock, it's like a lakad, where you lakad were up. Ha'ayar, verse 21. Where you harar, where you harar you were up, kal, ashar, ba'ayar, ma'ayash, wa'aid, aishar, mana'ir, wa'aid, zakwan, wa'aid, shawar, washah, Wachamawar, Lapya Harab. Right, that's the first 21 verses. Alright, the first 7 verses. So we'll get it, Joshua chapter 6. Alright, we'll start at verse 15. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day. So now this is when, so now the Israel, the soldiers, the warriors, they woke up, and the priests, they woke up. All right, and they rose up early that day and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. So they got up and they compassed the city. But this was an order from the Lord. Now we have to understand that we were men of war. And we were given an order to go into battle by the Most High and the angels, we went and we did it. And the nations feared us. Verse 16, because the Lord was on our side, because we were serving the Lord and keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Verse 17, and the city shall be accursed, even it, and all that are therein, to the Most High. Only Rahab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. So this is the same city that Joshua sent the spies to go check out. And remember that woman, that heathen woman, that hid them soldiers in there and hid the Israelites in there. She's going to be, she's going to be saved from all the persecution from the Lord and the Israelites when we're compassing this land, because she helped out the Israelites. And they made a deal with her, say, hey, if I hide you here, can you please protect my family when you come into this land and to take it, because we understand who your power is and we understand who you guys are, and we want to make sure, right, that we are not in the crossfire with these other people that don't know any better, that you guys are the Israelites and this land was promised to you. Like that harlot understood that heathen woman understood that, and that's why, right, her family's not going to be touched, who's ever inside of that house. That was the deal made in I want to say chapter 4 or 5. Verse 18, and ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed. When ye take of the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel a curse, it can trouble it. So, but now I say, so stay away from the accursed thing, right? You want to stay away from the cursed thing. Keep yourselves from the accursed thing, meaning whatever is accursed, you stay away from it. Verse 19, but all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Most High. They shall come into the treasury of the Most High. So any silver and gold, right, brass or iron, that's what you can take and touch. Anything else you're not supposed to be touching. Anything else that's not silver, gold, vessels of brass, iron, if it's not any of those, it's accursed. You're not supposed to be touching it, because that's what the Lord ordered to get. That was it. Verse 20. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. So remember, this is the Israelites taking the city, taking our land. This is the land that the Most High promised us. Like, we have to understand, if you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, the Most High chose you to be a nation of people. And we came from a nation of warriors. Our nation, our country, the men of that nation were warriors. We were not soft, we were not weak, we were very masculine, and we were very strong. You understand? The appearance of our brothers and the appearance of the men of Israel looked just like how I'm dressed now. We looked masculine, we looked strong, we had beards, we had braids, we didn't take nothing. And our women, they were sweet, they were delicate, they were soft, they were tender. They were so delicate and so tender that their foot didn't even touch the ground. You understand? Like, that's how sweet and delicate our sisters were. You understand? And in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, we're going to teach Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans our culture again and bring it back the way it's supposed to be, so we understand how we're supposed to operate, how we're supposed to structure ourselves, how we're supposed to come together and survive. Because the way we're living now, we are not surviving. We are being murdered and killed off by the thousands. Our babies are being aborted. Our sons are being killed by police officers. Our sons are killing our sons. Our daughters are being sex trafficked. Our sons and daughters are being whores and sleeping with whores and catching HIVs and AIDS and syphilis and chlamydia and herpes and gonorrhea. Like, these are things that are against the Most High, man. And we're being killed off at the thousands. We're not surviving out there. You understand? We want to learn how to live. and to survive the proper way. You understand? Because the lifestyle we live in, it ain't it. Like, this is the Lord sending the Israelites into the land and compassing the land, because this was the land promised to our forefathers. This was the land that the Most High gave to us. You understand? All right. All right, with that, I say Amadium, which means to stand, only us up here. La Yashal. This will be the time that the men come up and salute the Torah. Amadium, which means to stand, for Panya Hakwadam, and face the east. The east is this way right here. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Daba'a, Ratazah, Ka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nafananawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'a, Tabaya'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wata'apara, La Awalamium, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Baba Kwasha, Nathanda Nawa, Hakak, Larapa'a, Chamakala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamadazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwiyam, Hamathim, Hakak, Al-Wakhawa, Hatama'ala, Ladarashan, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Izoria, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalika, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamorka, Makal Rai, Yashamor, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Taza'afka, Wubawa'aka, Ma'ita, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, Al Damaya Laka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, Woman of Shanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya Irayamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya Tazawa, Al Tazapuanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Tazawa, La Yakadwa, Auyaka, Baraya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wamashama Ilayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, I'm a one, wa I'm a lock, Palashat, I'm Yashabya, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayuwa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadyan, Kasayasa Ra'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathumwa, Narayabawa, Ka'irab, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazalmanai, Kau, Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakha, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, the Lahat, Hargam, Khan, the Radatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasawapatka, the Bahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawad, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Aya'ai, Wayahaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yuwan, Al Kal, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasai, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like Oreb, and like Zaad, yea, all their princes, as the Ba, and as the Munah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. We're going to do bless Israel. We're going to do bless Israel in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Mayaka'ala, wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawak Yahana, Ha Alawakiyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kodazayanyim, Ha Koyayalim, Wa Alwakiyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water on. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Go to the prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living.